interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the AAC, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Taking a shot on the first play. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, does it get any better than that? Creating a turnover on the very first play of the game. You talk about doing this all week. You talk about, we can beat this team. We're going to go out there and execute. And to do it, the first snap, belief, climbing through the roof, baby.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes, Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
Finds his man down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Quick toss. At the 40, there he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Off play action on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ball's out. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
The play action fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll throw one to his right. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Bruce, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Oh, gave the defender the business. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Green. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun. Give on the inside.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got...
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Hughes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. After picking up the 1st down, they still have to move quickly here. They'll give it to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. And the pass is intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
He'll let it go down the right side. And he's got it inside the 25. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Snares it outside. It's Jackson. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, it's Green. Got his man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, with that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the Hands team makes a sure catch. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you can tell. He sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the third. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Looks as if the Hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him this time. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Looking for space to the left. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. He's got it on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. What a snag by the defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting it. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he's going to run it back. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the junior was late on the release, and he threw it behind him. Alabama pushing the tempo. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll let one go down the right side. And it's caught inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man. It's Henderson. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see it.
Throws toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
To the air, it's Milroe. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, drive, they go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. Bulls his way forward. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. When they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Got a man. It's Durham. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll try to pop the draw.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Tigers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
On second down, looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Henderson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires and picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Just such a nice job by him, understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, but they're able to score some points. You got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. Back to throw. It's Milroe. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. The throw. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
Not only did they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They more than got the job done in the 1st half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the 2nd half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with a foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, just more of the same here in the 2nd half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's right on target. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, LSU Tigers, taking on another SEC team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw. It's Milroe. He's escaping the pocket now. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Finally brought down after... play for this offense. Big game.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
First down, looking to throw the football. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Lacey. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, this is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hand. So good job of showing some strength, and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? Dropping back. It's Nussmeier. Quick throw to the left. He's got it for a big gain. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Pass complete and second down now. Looks right for a quick completion. Defense makes the stop after the completion. That gain sets up a third down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Fourth down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? Looks like LSU has the first down. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's a shotgun run call. And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. They'll try to run for the first down. Second effort, their defense cannot stop them short of the mark. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do. Got a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
Running out of time in the pocket. The ball is picked off.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And the sophomore making an impact play.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. It's fourth down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. He's got enough for the first down and still going. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
High completion makes it second and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. 2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And this time it's complete. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Breaks loose at the 40. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now to try for 2. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. And he makes the 2-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands seem able to recover the football. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the 1st quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Under pressure, hit as he throws. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain in that catch and run. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Back to throw. It's Milroe. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Makes a quick catch. Touchdown. Tied. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them up 13 now. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And The receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they can do here. It's time to run a few plays, perhaps get into field goal range. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make the play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's got it already past the first down marker. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. To the air. It's Milrow. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. And now another deep ball here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown on that final tackle as time runs out in the first half. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Handoff to the single back. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. And
nothing but green grass ahead. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Trying to come all the way back. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. They return it from inside the 10-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Trying to find some room. It's Haynes. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle, but first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Fires it to the wideout, and he's got his man open downfield. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, his defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, and the onside